Bitcoin slowly grinding lower and lower today after a hard rejection from $25,000 a few days ago. We have even lost this important diagonal trend line, flipping it from support into resistance, and everybody's wondering, are we going to see much lower prices? I think the charts might surprise you, so make sure to stick around till the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the most accurate Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. I want to start by looking at the Bitcoin chart, and then we're going to take a look at the stock market because it is showing us something very, very significant right now. These are the main levels we need to be aware of for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading in a sideways range characterized by a diagonal trend line support and a horizontal trend line of resistance. And what has happened now is we have actually come down and made a lower low after putting in a series of higher lows, and we are now coming down to a key zone of support. And this is a crucial moment for Bitcoin, and the reason is because there is the potential right now that the high could have actually been put in at around $25,200, which, by the way, was the trade setup that we did give in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord to take the short from 25 to 85. That is how we got into the short trade. And the reason why we were looking at taking a short trade there is because if we take a look at some of these higher term timeframes, we can see something very, very bearish, making us think that a real top could be in. If we take a look at the daily time frame, we can see that the momentum and the money flow is getting much lower on market Cipher B. As we come up into that key level of resistance, this is called the upside down bearish Sam Bankman-Fried man booby pattern, where market Cipher B strangely resembling the memory autonomy of Sam Bankman-Fried here, where the man breasts are getting lower as the price is getting higher, giving us a very bearish pattern. This is the pattern that we saw at the all-time high of Bitcoin at 69K. This is the pattern that we saw right before the FTX dump. This is the pattern that we are seeing currently right now. And another reason why the top could potentially be in, or should I say a top, not the top, is because if we take a look at all the volume that has traded since May, we can see that we're coming to the top of the fair value zone, and it looks like we may be preparing to start making a series of lower lows and lower highs, making our way back down to some lower prices. We also know we've been rejecting from the 200-week moving average, which is to be expected, right? So the top could very well be in. So here's how we need to be playing the Bitcoin chart right now. We're going to go back to the 1 hour time frame, talking about the very key levels that we need to be aware of, because here's the thing about trading. People are always like, Jason, is the price going to go up or is the price going to go down? And my answer is always the same. It depends. We cannot know what the price is going to do. What we need to do as traders is we need to be prepared for multiple scenarios so that no matter what happens, we have a plan ready to go. This way, we don't get stuck in the mindset of thinking price can only do one thing and then get absolutely wrecked when it doesn't do what we think it's going to do. This is why we were prepared for the long at 21,481 and prepared for the short at 25,285. Both of these trades currently are still open. I'm holding them as swing trades over in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we do give the trade setups in advance, we do 3 live streams a day where we're walking through the live price action, posting our ideas, our trade setups. It's not a signals group, it's an educational group. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, guys, if you want to take advantage of the volatility on ByBit trading with 0% limit fees, you can use the affiliate link in the description and the pinned comment. If you deposit $100, you get a month free of our trading bot. For more info on the trading bot, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. We do have 20% discount on all our educational courses. If you want to do this right and get educated, take advantage of that coupon. For more information on the bot, click the Jason Casper Trading Bot link right here, and you'll get all the information you need. Again, a month free if you deposit $100 on ByBit. So here is what we really need to be prepared for. There's a few different scenarios that I'm looking at. First of all, we do need to be prepared that a top, if not in, is happening very, very soon based upon these bearish signs. However, we may see another higher high be put in, and it really depends on what the stock market does. These are the key levels that we need to be aware of right now. Major resistances to the upside are going to be as follows. We can see right here that we are getting a series of lower highs and lower lows, which means if the high is in, we would look to short a lower high right in this zone right here between the Fibonacci golden pocket and the 786, where we have confluence of the high volume node and the value area high of the range. If we start to get a big pump to the upside, be very wary before you get overly bullish, understanding how bearish the chart is looking right now, that we very well may get a rejection from this area. That is something that we really do need to be aware of. To the downside, we have a very, very key zone of support just below us. Now, when I first got into trading, I told my grandfather that I was going to become a trader. He looked at me straight in the eye with that smile. He said, "Son, let me learn you a thing or two about investing, son. Investing's so easy. All you have to do is buy low and sell high. right? That's all you got to do, right? But for some reason, as traders, as investors, we let our emotions sway us, right? And so we tend to buy high and sell low, right? But as we come down to this key support, what do we have here? We have these previous lows right around the 23.3 to 23.5 zone, which could literally just act as support at the bottom of the range, especially if, as we come down here, we start to see something like this on the oscillator, where the price is making lower lows, the oscillator is making higher lows, giving us this type of pattern right down here that kind of looks like an uneven set of gluteus maximi, right? Kind of like this picture right here, where we have that nice juicy left butt cheek, and then we have that nice skinny right butt cheek. That's where the money is. We can see as the price is coming down to key support, and we see that uneven butt cheek pattern, look at where the waitress keeps the tip money. It's in that skinny right butt cheek. That's what we want to see on the chart, right? So these are the two most relevant levels to the upside and to the downside that we need to be aware of. Now, there's one last level that I am going to be aware of to the downside, because as long as we don't lose this key support that I'm about to show you, we can still technically be in bullish market structure looking for a higher high, and that is that $22.9 thousand zone of support. This is so key, and the reason is because if we take a look at all the volume that's traded since January 20th, and we pull our fib from the low to the high, we can see that we have a very high volume node as well as the Fibonacci golden pocket right down at $22.9 thousand. And as long as we don't take out the low down here, then we are absolutely still printing bullish market structure. And I'm actually holding long trades on Bitcoin, looking to add to my positions when we come down to that Fibonacci golden pocket level. In fact, I've got limit order set right here. I take it off when I'm asleep in case we come down here, so I can add to these swing longs that I am in, hoping to ride this up to another high, because this is a key zone of support right here, okay? And here's one last thing that we do need to keep in mind. We are forming right now what appears to be a repeat of what happened back in August. And what happened in August was this. We actually were printing very bearish divergences for a long, drawn-out triple top. All right, let's go back to August and take a look at what happened as we put in that triple top, okay? It's a long time ago, back here. And back in August, we can see very, very similar situation, right? We had a bullish breakout. We were making a series of higher lows and higher highs. And then we put in a major high. We got a pullback. We put in a higher high. We got a pullback with a nice bullish looking rounded bottom. Everyone was expecting higher. And then boom, we came up here, hit that final high. And that was where the real rejection happened. And all this time, we saw the bear Sam Bankman-Fried man boot pattern printing on the chart. It was a long, drawn-out pattern. And I'm thinking to myself, it's very, very almost obvious, right, that we would be rejecting from here. I mean, literally, it was the easiest short trade in the world. Anybody could do it because it's the 200-week moving average. It's everybody's grandfather and uncle and everybody looks at the 200-week moving average, right? It's one of the most looked at indicators in all of trading, and we just reject perfectly from it. Is that really where the top is going to be? I think it's possible. Of course it is. I'm potentially holding this short as a swing trade, and I have take profit set all the way down below 15K in case we go to Dump City. But, you know, it's very, very possible that, no, we're not going to just get a trade that easy, right? We're going to put in some kind of a triple top. So that is another scenario to be aware of. So as long as we don't take out this low right here and we put in a higher low, there is still that potential. Now, here's something very interesting. S&P 500 right now is coming down to backtest a very key support resistance flip. We have this trend line going all the way back to January 2022. It was resistance once, twice, 3, 4 times. We have broken out, rejected from the local Fibonacci golden pocket, and now we are coming back down for a retest. Keep your eyes on what happens right here. Because if the S&P 500 can hold this level, we may actually see Bitcoin get that triple top, and we also might see the SPX get another move to the upside, filling the entire volume area that we traded since the beginning of January 2022. This is something we really need to keep our eyes on. The SPX is a leading indicator for Bitcoin, and I actually use this chart to take Bitcoin trades. If I'm looking for a long on Bitcoin, I want to see that the SPX, or at least the ES mini futures, is getting a bounce of support as well. And so this could be very, very unexpected. A lot of people are expecting lots of bearish action in the stock market. This could catch a lot of people off guard. We're coming down to the high volume node from this entire range. We're coming down to the Fibonacci golden pocket. That gives us a lot of what I like to call intersectionality. Shout out to all my fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students majoring in trans, non-binary, carbon emissions, right? Now, that degree is definitely not going to get you a job and make you any money, but what you can do, knowing about intersectionality, is you can be looking at a chart to determine where are those areas where price is likely to find support. So tomorrow is Thursday. A lot of times Wednesday is the day of the week where we find our low or high, and the rest of the week we get a reversal. So really be watching out for that. These are the key levels, guys. That is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I still pray for you that you are very blessed in many ways. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace, y'all.